creativity, service, and chivalry. For if any of these are lacking, the kingdom fails. The fighters of the kingdom defend it with their swords and with their honor bring the kingdom glory on the field. Let all members of the order of chivalry of this kingdom and those other kingdoms present here come forward and kneel before the ground.
We don't have the camera right here.
You guys are gonna have to, you know how this is done, you're gonna have to leave me a little bit of room here, so get cozy with the people in the front row. My Lord Herald, please call forward Duke Uther, Sheeman der Hund, and House Sigergata.
Your Majesty. His Majesty Jade calls forward Duke Uther, Sheeman der Hund, and his House Sigergata.
Duke Uther, it has come to pass that you have in your hall a man whose word fame has surpassed that of a simple squire. His word fame indeed has become known far and wide, both on the tournament field and in the fields of war.
Good king, with thine own eyes I would witness this further and say that other men of good hearth and house have come to me and asked for his aid. He's borne arms in many foreign lands, struck men down, broken their swords, scattered their herd, and brought great wealth and word fame back to the West Kingdom. I would agree and say he's far beyond that of a squire, and that's not worthy to be in my hall, but worthy of your hall and this kingdom's recognition.
Your Grace Uther, we do agree with your words, and we tell you now, before these our people and this assembled order of chivalry, that this man's vigil has passed. But he cannot come forward while he is still bound by an oath of fealty. Those must be broken, so that he can come forward free of all other obligations.
This is a true thing, for it is the passage of time and the way of things. For as I once was your man, I came to the king, and now I give you a man to the king, as things should be. Miles, come forward. You've served me well in my hall for many years, and you have given me tremendous service. And in the early days, you grew from a wild youth in the fields. Without losing that heart and passion, you became a leader, a man of war, prowess, generosity, who others look to for guidance. And I believe you've grown beyond that of my hall, of a simple squire, but that of a knight. And know, when I ask you back to the squire belt, it is not that I don't love you any longer, or don't wish your company. It's just time has passed, and you must go to the king now and serve him. And I know in that faith and service, this king will be well served and protected by you being there. So good squires, I may have this guy. Further, in your service to me, you bore our house arms faithfully as that of a squire of our house. And I said one day, when you come to your own service to the king, we would present you back with your shield with your own arms blazoned on the front, so all may know you serve directly the king of the West. And on the back, such as our tradition in the house, the knight's arms on the front and the halberd arms on the back to remind you of your family and those who love you. I present this to you now, and actually, come with me to our king. We have further business.
Your Majesty.
We believe we also have business with you, Miles. Thank you. Since you will soon also be Lord of the Mist, we requested a boon from our great Prince Mikolod, Prince of the Mist, to have his bard write a poem in your honor. Gillian, would you please read this?
By Elise Sheffield. Come, Lord Miles, this Beltane day, before your dread Queen Catherine stand. The captain's baldric with honor worn, you must now return to her hand. 3 years ago you took this field and found the future you would claim, to bear with honor, sword and shield, and let the known world hear your name. Your belt proclaims you Uther squire, but henceforth it shall change its hue. Remember well his martial fire, and keep that friendship given you. The heraldry upon your shield marks you as your father's son. Sir John the Lean knows well this day shall shape the journey you've begun. From shadows does your sleeping dragon now rise up into the light, soon to be the mist-sown prince, and with your peers stand forth as knight.
Ooh, reverse tears.
Miles, you have been so much to us. It has already been my personal pleasure to know you during this reign. But we must release you at this point, and I must take back the Baltic.
It was an honor and a pleasure to serve with Your Majesty. I couldn't have done it without the help of the Guard, and particularly I was able to count on my household and the Spartans when I needed them most. What was really nice is that I didn't have to raise my voice once, and they were all very helpful.
That is
Thank
nice.
you.
That is nice. So, you are released.
Miles, there is one other obligation that you bear at this moment that we are going to remove from you, not permanently, but in trust. Your Highness of the Mist, you will be so kind as to hold this in trust for your heir. And no, that doesn't mean you get to be a king or prince twice in a row. Two of them together doesn't make king. Absolutely not. Trust me, I tried it once. Miles, you have had bonds broken asunder today. Bonds that were made in love and in trust, but whose time has passed. This is the way of things. But now you kneel before us, and we ask you if you are ready to make a bond of permanence and also trust. Will you now accept from us membership in the Order of Chivalry of the Kingdom of the West?
I will, Your Majesty.
And will you give us your word that you will from this day forward serve our kingdom as a noble hero on the tournament field and the fields of war, as you most surely have until this day, and serve as an example to our people?
Yes, Majesty.
Will you further promise to always keep the wolf from the door, the hearth fire burning, and be forever generous to the Valkyries who inspire you to great battle?
I will.
You know that you will.
Know then that you will be called in times of peace and war to shed blood and defend the kingdom, burn the halls of our enemies, see them scattered and broken in their own lands, for you will be the first in my skyward, never to falter before the enemy. Now I ask you, as you kneel before me, upon what sword will you swear your oath?
On my father's blade, for there's no other blade I would swear upon.
Sir John, this mighty son of yours stands ready to take his oath. This blade, as you know, has been a great service to the crown. And it will be one more great service that it bears to take your oath. Place your hands upon ours. Let the witnesses be called forward.
Yes, Your Majesty. His Majesty calls forward the witnesses to his man's oath. Bring forth your swords. His Royal Highness, Edward Sinister. Duke Sir Uther, Shaman der Hund.
Pump your hand. Go get the keep your hand low.
Count Sir Stephen Black Eagle. Count Sir Conrad Rakering. Viscount Sir Roig Eastcoram. Viscount Sir Evander Gunnarsson. Viscount Sir Siegfried Hockneff. Sir John Fitz-Rauf. And Sir Loy Shaman de Klein.
Oh, Lordy.
Just loom over the top one.
Your Majesty, this is my blood oath. From this day forward, with all that I am, I am my king and kingdom's man. Let my life be forfeit.
To the swords and scorn of these knights.
To the swords and scorn of these knights.
Who now witness my oath.
Who now witness my oath. Should I fail my kingdom. So say I, Miles Fitz-Rauf.
This oath we do here, and we thank you, noble heroes who have come forward with your blades and your honor to bear witness and take upon yourselves the noble obligation of bearing witness to the oath itself. For it is a true knight's blood oath. Miles, we return your oath to you in this fashion. We will protect and defend you and all those who dwell within your noble household with all of our power, and we shall call upon you for all such things as a good man of the king should be called to do. We will remember your oath always until we depart from our throne, or death take us, or the world come to its end. So say we, Jade, King of the West. Thank you, heroes. You have our leave.
Not this time.